It's Mejia May.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Danny Mejia, aka Mejia Made. Today, I'm back with another sample flip challenge video. So how it works is I'm gonna go to the website samplet.io and I only get 10 chances to find a sample. So let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I'm here at the website samplet.io. I'm gonna go through my 10 samples, and when I choose one, we're gonna head back into the DAW and take a listen. All right, y'all. So I went through all 10 samples. What I ended up deciding on is this James Spencer I Need Your Love sample. So let's go ahead and head back into the DAW and take a listen to what it sounds like.
I'd make an image of you, baby, and run into your arms. It passes my time away. A kiss just before morning, baby.
All right, y'all. So that was the beat right there. Let's go ahead and get started with the breakdown. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the drums. I have this loop right over here. So this drum loop is actually one that I made already. I decided to make the process easier, so I used a drum loop instead of building the drums from scratch. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the full drum loop, and then I'm gonna show you what part I decided to cut. So what I ended up chopping is just literally that first bar, and I ended up looping that throughout the whole beat. Next up, now that I had my drums all fully laid out, it was time to get to the chopping. So this is what I ended up chopping right over here. So what I used to chop up the sample is the VST Serato sample. Let's go ahead and dig into the chops. So the first one we have is this one right over here. To lead me along. So that little section contains the two chops. And then let's go ahead and listen to that third chop. And then finally, the fourth chop, we have it right over here. So when we put all those chops together, this is what we have again. So another thing I did with this sample is I pitched it down -5 semitones. And for those of you guys who are new to using Serato sample, maybe you've never used it before, or you just got it and you're trying to figure out the different features, what I ended up doing to this sample is turning off this sync button right over here. For the effects, it's super simple. One of the things I added is this parametric EQ right over here. As you guys can see, I did deduct at the top end all the way down to 1270 hertz. Another thing I did is deduct that low end all the way up to 90 hertz. As you guys can see over here, I did create an automation clip for that parametric EQ. So I'm gonna just go ahead and play that little section so you guys can hear what I'm talking about. And this is a very common technique in boom bap style beats. It's just a way for you to reuse those same sample chops, but just make a whole different section and separate it from the rest of the beat. So I'm gonna go ahead and play what we have so far, which is the drums and the sample. Let's listen to what it sounds like. So now that we have our drums and sample, the next obvious thing was the bass line. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you guys. Then as we get into the hook part of the beat, I ended up adding just another note to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you. So the VST I use for this bass line is the Korg Trident. I use the dark R&B bass preset. And really quickly, because I did end up making a boom bap type beat, for those of you guys who want to experiment with making with boom bap, anytime you add a bass line, you never just want to have everything on grid. You still want to add that swing to it. So as you guys can see, if we zoom in, a lot of these bass hits are not on a grid, but that's okay because that's what starts giving the beat a lot of swing. So now that I had a good chunk of the beat made, I wanted to add just another element to differentiate the different parts of the beat, just because the sample chops kept repeating. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that. So the VST I used for this synth, I used Access, I used the Electronica Key Lead Bass. So in order to have this synth match up with the quality of the sample, what I ended up doing is adding this plugin right over here called Tape Mellowfy. I used the Lo-Fi Quiver preset. So for a quick before and after, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off Tape Mellowfy and let's listen to what the synth sounds like. And then with it turned on. So that was pretty much it for the beat breakdown. It was a super simple flip. I'm gonna go ahead and play the full beat, but I will add a Rome Streetz acapella to it. So let's go ahead and listen to what it sounds like.
Talk your shit, man.
Hey yo, outlaw, my life is still illegal. I can't mix with these rapping pricks dressed like the village people. Weirdos, that ain't my lane, no. Me and them lames don't even play the same game. I flame though, turn shit to ashes and black clouds like train smoke.
Come on.
I run the shit, why fix it if it ain't broke? I can spit inside of a bag and sell it like beige dope. My bitch down to catch a body like Gage Loaf. Look, to show you how to do this a demonstration.
Come on.
Demigod on you derelicts, I'm defecating. Wouldn't play your shit for the depth, the big step of blazing. Everything in my path, the blind can see I'm elevating. Phenomenon like LL, you was never amazing. And pockets full of 12 was selling medication. Catching cases, fighting in cells, now he tore the nation. Thought that I wouldn't come off, I spit all in their faces. Get a load of me, overdose potency. Having my way with the shit globally. Now all these hoes wanna give deep throat to me. She hoping we get close, but I'm a ghost, baby, roam's a dream. Know the scheme, had low plugs in Corona Queens. Designer drugs, fiends calling my phone for beans. Was the man behind the mask, now it's on the screen.
Alright y'all, so that was it for this week's sample flip challenge video. Let me know how I did in the comment section below. Also, what is one of your favorite sampled beats? Let me know in the comment section too. If you guys gained any type of insight from this video, please leave a comment, please subscribe. It's really going to help the channel grow. For those of you that are new, I put out 4 videos a month, which includes 2 beat breakdowns, a sample flip challenge video like I did today, and I also break down my own samples. So I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Stay blessed.